The Premier League isn't the most forgiving league in the world. Even some of the best players in the land have struggled in England's top flight, ultimately ruining their careers. But that isn't always the case, so here are 10 players who recovered from their Premier League nightmare. Number 1, Radamel Falcao. You could feel the buzz on deadline day when Manchester United signed Radamel Falcao on loan. The Colombian was one of the best strikers in European football on his way back from a horrific knee injury. And sadly that showed. His pace had gone and he struggled at Old Trafford. Amazingly, he was back in the Premier League the season after, this time joining Chelsea on loan. Again, you could see his movement was still there, but the goals never came. He returned to Monaco in 2016 with just 5 goals in 2 seasons. It looked like Falcao was done, but that wasn't the case, and he scored 21 league goals on his Monaco return, lifting the Ligue 1 title in the process. Number 2, Andrea Crimmins. With the Foxes going in search of Premier League survival in 2015, they bought in Andrea Crimmins from Croatian side Rijeka. For £9 million, the striker was expected to have a long-term future at the club, hoping to take his incredible goal-scoring form from Croatia to the Premier League. It didn't happen, with Crimmins scoring just twice for the Foxes. He was shipped off to Hoffenheim in Leicester's title-winning campaign 1 year after joining. He missed out on a medal, but the forward did earn a move to Hoffenheim permanently, where he's shown he can score goals on a grander European stage, so really it all worked out in the end. Number 3, Florian Thauvin. When he rocked up wearing a tuxedo before a game, the writing was on the wall. Thauvin arrived at Newcastle as a highly rated French youngster in 2015, injecting some creativity in Steve McClaren's side. However, it was quickly evident that he wasn't going to cut it physically in England, and opportunities dwindled. Thauvin made just 13 league appearances before leaving on loan in January 2016, and the following summer he completed a permanent move back to Marseille. Since then, Thauvin has been irresistible, helping them reach last season's Europa League final and earning himself a World Cup winners' medal. Number 4, Diego Forlan. Amazingly, Diego Forlan made nearly 100 appearances for Manchester United, and the only one I can remember is when he bagged a brace at Anfield. But as soon as Forlan left Old Trafford for Villarreal in 2004, the goals flowed, grabbing 25 in his first La Liga campaign. He was also a prolific scorer at Atletico Madrid, as well as on the international stage, winning the Golden Ball at the 2010 World Cup. Still not retired at the age of 39, Forlan's most recent club was HITC in Hong Kong, where he averaged a goal every other game. Number 5, Jordan Veretout. Now this lad signed for Aston Villa at a bad time. The club were on the decline on a collision course with relegation. Signed by Tim Sherwood in 2015 for £7 million, Veretout was back to be a hit at Villa Park, but that couldn't have been further from the truth. After relegation he went on loan to St Etienne, then the following season joined Fiorentina permanently, where he's proven to be a great player in Italian football. His form almost earned him a France call-up, and he recently bagged a last-minute equaliser against Inter Milan, while Villa struggled to get out of the Championship. Number 6, Iago Aspas. To be fair, things weren't easy for Iago Aspas. He joined a Liverpool team that boasted a red-hot Luis Suarez and Daniel Sturridge, but when you take corners like Aspas did, you aren't helping yourself. After one incredibly uninspiring year at Liverpool, Aspas went on loan to Sevilla, but it wasn't until a year later when he re-signed for Celta Vigo that the Spaniard got back to his best. Since 2015, Aspas has been a goal machine in La Liga, earning a Spain call-up and heading to the 2018 World Cup. Number 7, Stefan Savage. The centre-back was a bit of a joke at Manchester City, putting in some disastrous performances, before being shipped off to Fiorentina just a year later to allow City to sign a new and shinier toy in Matej Nastasic. Savage was obviously doing something right in Italy, as after 3 seasons he was on the move again, joining Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid, a side notorious for a solid defence. Savage is now a much more competent defender on the European stage and is being linked with a move to Juventus, a far cry from his Manchester City nightmare. Number 8, Memphis Depay. When Manchester United signed Depay, he was billed as one of the best young players in world football. He was handed the club's famous number 7 shirt and looked as though he had the arrogance to pull it off. However, Depay quickly proved to be more of a show pony, unable to nail down a place in Louis van Gaal's side. After 18 months, Depay was amazingly out the door as the rough period for Manchester United continued. But Depay was able to refine his PSV form at Lyon, tapping into the potential everyone knew he had. Number 9, Anthony Modeste. In the quest for Premier League survival, Blackburn signed Anthony Modeste on loan. It didn't work, the Frenchman scored 0 goals in 9 appearances and Blackburn were relegated. Modeste wouldn't be held down by his experience at Ayew Park, scoring 15 Ligue 1 goals for Bastia on his return to France. It was at Cologne where Modeste really excelled, scoring 40 goals in 68 Bundesliga outings, resulting in a move to China. He's now back at Cologne, aiming to get them back in the top flight of German football. And number 10, Mo Salah. While the Egyptian king has been magic since joining Liverpool, he too has had a Premier League nightmare, with his redemption story ending with him back in England. Salah was snapped up by Chelsea in January 2011 for £11 million, scoring twice for the Blues in his first season. But like many players at Chelsea, he barely got a chance, making just 13 Premier League appearances in 12 months with the club. After initially heading to Fiorentina, it was a loan move to Roma where we saw the best of Salah, scoring 14 league goals for the Italian side. After a permanent move, he continued his exploits, scoring 15 this time round. That earned him a big money move to Liverpool, and the rest is, as they say, history. So those are 10 players who recovered from Premier League nightmares. Let us know of any more in the comments below. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.